I'm introducing Erin.
Okay, go ahead.
She is not your typical insurance agent.
Well, she doesn't look like a typical insurance agent.
No, she
looks
doesn't.
Savvy and on the ball and helpful.
She has 2 adult daughters that are going to college, and you said she's been in insurance for 23 years. She went to Valparaiso University. She was born and raised in Hobart, Indiana.
I was actually born here in Valpo, but raised in Hobart.
A Brickie.
Okay.
I'm a Brickie.
Right.
Yes.
I am.
All the mascots, all the colors for every high school in Indiana and every college in the nation. Because I help with that, I help kids get into school.
And little known tidbit, she likes hard metal music.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh no, I love all music. I
really?
wouldn't
Why
say
would you
hard
think
metal.
Because we talked about that at our
Oh, yeah, I love all music.
Valpo Referral Network.
oh.
Yeah, so
I'm a concert girl.
yeah, she's a concert girl. So not your typical insurance agent.
So tell me about all the insurance that you provide.
Wait, I have my first question.
Okay, fine.
We when I heard Erin talk, one thing I thought was really interesting and that you guys would all get a good big kick out of was how she got into how she got acquainted with shelter in the very beginning. So go ahead.
Yeah. So oddly enough, my apartment for when I was a senior in college at VU, my apartment is a half a block from here. And one of my sorority sisters who had the apartment above mine, she had her resume and everything at the Career Center. I did not, because quite frankly, I had no clue what I was going to do. I had a major in communications with an emphasis in public relations, and then a minor in Spanish. And I was like, gosh, what am I going to do with that?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
I thought I was going to do public relations downtown Chicago. Had no clue. Anyhow, so the recruiter from Shelter called one of my girlfriends. She was in my sorority. She was in the apartment above mine. Her name was Lisa. And Lisa said, I don't plan on staying here in Valpo. She's from Illinois. She said, I'm not going to. However, one of my friends who lives below me, she's from here, and I don't think she has any plans on leaving, so give her a call. And they did, and I interviewed, and again, I still had no clue what I was going to do. And I remember sitting on my sister's front porch talking to her about the opportunity, and I said, it's more money. They're offering me quite a bit of money for this. I have my own agency. It's a lot more than any of my friends are being offered right now. So I'm gonna take it, and throughout this year, be really looking at what I want to do. And I really wanted to work and live in Chicago. And obviously, almost 23 years later, I did not go work in Chicago. I'm licensed
So it's
there.
been very successful.
She was going to try it.
I was going to try it for a year.
And
yeah.
And here we are 23 years later.
So easy. Your office is in Valpo. Where is that at?
Downtown. So I bought my own building in May of 2020 and remodeled it, and I'm right on Lincoln Way.
Awesome.
Yeah, 403 Lincoln Way.
So give
what
me
are
a
you next
landmark.
to on Lincoln
Yes,
Way?
give us the landmark.
Terry Abner Salon.
Oh, okay.
I'm 4 buildings down from Round the Clock Restaurant.
Very
Yeah,
good.
just east.
Okay.
Same side of the
okay.
road.
So tell us all your
Okay.
service
I know
lines.
where
I'm
you're
curious. All the insurances you provide.
Everything, auto, home, life, commercial, basically everything. The health insurance, I do my clients a favor and I refer that out. I really feel that with health insurance, there's just so much to keep on top of. And with me doing all the property and casualty and life, I feel that it's a benefit to my clients to refer that out. So I have my referral lines for that. I can write it. I just choose to do better by them and let somebody else take care of it.
So in your office, you have a couple different people that help you with
I do, and if you ever call my office, you will have Rhonda answer.
Yes.
Rhonda is my southern girl. She's from Texas, and I literally have people call just to talk to her because they love her accent.
Wow.
She's fun. And she's licensed as well. I got her licensed. So anytime I'm out of the office, my office does not stop.
Next time I call, I'm gonna say, Rhonda, I just called to hear your accent.
She has had people tell her that, and they keep her on the phone, and she says, Erin, I feel bad because I have so much to do with these people. Just keep on talking. They just want to hear me. I said, hey, talk. It's customer service.
Okay, so I have my notes from when I heard Erin speak, and I think you can see this from there. She has a 48 years old and plus discount and bundle discount.
Yes.
So talk about that.
So I know that you had asked me to talk about how to save money in insurance. I will tell you that my number one tip for anybody to try to save money is do a review with your agent. Every single year, you guys probably just got your postcard, and I send out postcards to all of my clients because I want them to come in and do a review. I don't want anybody ever missing out on discounts that they should have on their policy. And with those reviews, I do tease my clients and I say, you get that, I know you get that postcard and you throw it away because you think that I'm asking you for more money, that I want to sell you something else, but that's really not the case.
That's actually a good idea.
You have to do that review, and for the love of God, I've had clients literally, they'll skip their review for 2 or 3 years, and they'll finally come in, and I'll go through the cars and say, all right, you have this vehicle, that, oh, I got rid of that months ago.
Yes.
They were paying for a vehicle that they don't even have, but they forgot to call me. A lot of times they think the dealership, for whatever reason, the dealership called. But they don't.
And then you had some that had rental properties.
Oh my
They got
goodness.
rid of them a long time ago.
All the time. I mean, literally, like a year. And we have to go back. I have to get all the proper paperwork and backdate the cancellation. But you know, having a review with your agent is key. Mainly because you need to make sure that you are getting the discounts that you need. Bundling all of your insurance obviously is major. We give a 25% discount on your homeowners if you have your autos with us. If you're 48 plus, we give an additional 5%. If you have your life insurance, you get an additional 5%. Multi-car discount, you know, and I've seen
these two, paid in full, safe driver,
yes.
off at 10
Yeah.
years. And actually, we have a comment coming in that
I didn't know.
Dan Turpin
Oh,
says
yeah.
you're the best.
He has to say that. He's my brother-in-law.
One thing I did not know is that you do cap off the insurance when you've been with you for 10 years.
Well, no, that's the discount. It's expensive, or you know, you don't want to go with me for some reason. Make sure you speak to your agent about this, your current agent.
Right.
I think that's so important. But yeah, to get back to the
And then there's the paid in full discount.
Paid in full. A lot of people don't know about this. It is, sometimes it's easier to
I
budget.
do that.
Yeah, sometimes it's easier to budget paying monthly, and I get that. However, a lot of people don't know that if you do pay it in full for the 6 months, it's a huge discount.
How much?
I don't know. It's a percentage based on the rate class.
Right.
So
How much you're paying.
yeah, but it is.
What, 5%?
I don't know the percentage because it's a different percentage based on the rate class, but it is quite a bit.
Oh.
And people don't know that. And
Right, they don't know that.
No,
No one will tell them that either.
no, and when I'm doing that review with my clients, I will say, okay, right now you're paying monthly. This is what it adds up to every 6 months. However, if you were to pay every 6 months, if you can, then do it. A lot of times when the children are out of the house, maybe when they have the young drivers, they can't afford to pay it in full. I mean, my goodness, rates are high for young drivers everywhere.
So I would like to talk about that one.
Sure.
Rude. So we do that, and what type? I know it's tough for people. So we looked at that sort of thing. So maybe give us some tips on how to make that bill cheaper, less expensive when you have young drivers.
For the young drivers.
Safety,
So
grades. cheaper
Oh.
cars, drive less.
Well,
Keep going.
well, that good student discount is key.
Yeah.
We do, it's a B average or above. You do have to give us paperwork every year
Yes.
to prove that they still have the good grades, but that's key. If your child is not doing good in school, you get on them. Another one is get them a vehicle that don't get them an $80,000 vehicle.
Yeah, give them a junk car to
You know,
drive.
and
not
then-
yeah, not
somewhere
junk, but just something.
In the middle.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know this. If you have a vehicle that you have to have collision and comprehensive on, you have a loan on it, and the bank requires you to have collision and comprehensive. The less expensive the vehicle, the less expensive the insurance.
Mhm.
We base the collision and comprehensive on something that's called a cost symbol, and yes, that's getting into boring insurance stuff. However, cost symbol is based on the value of the vehicle, and
Right.
the lower the cost symbol, the lower the insurance.
Talk
That's
about
what I
ways.
said, get them a junk car.
Yeah, well, then the problem is then they don't, it goes off the road and it falls apart, so you gotta be somewhere in the middle, but talk about ways that kids can be better drivers, because less than one kid in the car, the stats go up, 2 and 3
They
kids,
do.
bad weather, what are some other tips
There's
to
just
be a better
I feel like
driver?
they're so
Slow
distracted.
down.
They really are.
all
I
distracted.
know. And I shouldn't say I feel they are. We all are.
Mm.
But yes, because they're
cell
still
phones.
growing up.
Cell phones.
Mhm.
I will tell you that when my girls started driving, and this is what I told them, you need to text me when you're leaving somewhere. Put your phone in your purse, throw it in the back seat, because I then will not be texting you. Because I felt like maybe I was a distraction. I'm that mom.
Right.
You know, I always have to be connected to my daughters, and I text them constantly. However, if they're in the car, I don't know if they're driving, so I'm going to be texting
Isn't
them.
there
That's a
something on
distraction.
the phone that turns your phone off while you're
There are
driving?
apps. Yes.
I know, like an
There-
Apple user, that once
yeah.
he gets in that car, it doesn't allow you to.
Yeah.
It's almost 7:03. We'll do a little bit more.
Okay.
But we'll wrap up.
There
with
are
this piece.
apps.
That will turn that phone off so somebody can't contact you. So
Absolutely.
I'm gonna give that's probably for the show, if you can help with that, because not only is it insurance rates, it's lives. And I'm on Route 20, and I'm gonna say
100%.
that there are an accident almost every day.
All the time I wake up
So-
to an email saying that there's a bad accident with fatality, and it's always 20.
Oh, that's a lot.
Wow. Also,
Yes.
I can't believe that time's flying by so
Yeah,
fast.
sorry.
She doesn't include roadside assistance. It's already
Free of charge.
automatically included. I didn't want to say the word free, but you said
It is. It's free of
included,
charge.
so it's
Yes,
included.
included.
It's automatically included. Can I, real quick, I just want to go back to saving money with the kids, with the children,
Yes.
because way too many people don't know this. If you have a child that is away at college without a vehicle, you
I do
need to
that.
let your agent know, because there are 2 ways to take care of that. We can either exclude them, or we can rate them for an occasional use.
Right.
Now, know that if they are excluded, no coverage at all. So if they borrow their roommate's vehicle to maybe go to the supermarket or whatever, they're not covered.
Yeah.
They will have they'll have coverage from the
But I
roommates
thought that
vehicle.
coverage follows the vehicle.
to an extent. Most companies do what we call step-down limits. So if you are not a driver on my policy, but you borrow my car and you drive it and you get in an accident, my company will afford you state minimum liability limits. Then your company will take care of on top of that, which is great. However, if they're excluded from the policy, the company's not going to take up the rest. The other way to do that, though, is to rate them as an occasional use driver.
Right.
So they come back for spring break and they're gonna drive. You don't need to call your agent and say, hey, they're driving again. They're covered while they're here. They're covered if they're gonna drive, one of their roommates. If they don't make a habit of it, just don't make a habit.
This popped up when my relatives are coming in now because of family issues. So my sister comes in and drives my mother's car. So we have to do that now. She needs to be rated, but then somebody said with her kids, when she's on her child's car, that if he gets in an accident, then she's liable. So you have that little slippery slope. and we looked at that, so I'm not sure what to do, but maybe we'll talk, think about that for a minute. Because
Yeah.
it's kind of,
We can figure that
half of
out.
one, six of the other.
And they also have
We'll figure that
automatic accident forgiveness.
We do. So that's how, some companies use it as a rider on their policy. We actually, it's included in
Yes.
our policy.
So what does that mean?
So if you're with us for 5 years, and you have that accident, what we're saying is that we're not going to table rate you. You're gonna lose your safe driver discount, however, it's not going to table rate.
Then we can, for about 5 minutes, talk about homeowners insurance. There's a claims-free discount. I know more than, or as much as Erin does. There's.
You're good. You wanna go work with me?
Because you have insurance,
Yes,
so
she does.
that's why you know.
Well, we're also in Valparaiso Referral Network group together. If you're a business owner out there and you want to network with other people, you should contact us about joining the Valparaiso Referral Network.
It's fun.
It meets
It's
twice
a lot
a
of fun.
It meets twice a month, and it's been around for a while. I've been in it for a long time.
Okay.
She also has a claims-free discount after 6 years on the home, and business out-of-home endorsement, and drainage endorsement.
Talk a little bit about those.
Okay, I'll first I'll talk about the discounts. You get, well, our biggest discount is our new home discount. We have a 42% discount on brand new homes. There's no company out there that I know of that has that large of a discount. So if you have your new home and then you have your autos with me, you get 67% off the top. I've literally had clients that have been with me forever and then they build a new home and they're like, how on earth did I go from this small ranch home to this 2,500 square foot 2-story home and my insurance is less expensive?
Yes.
Well, I would think thereuld be less problems. with
There
the new
are,
home.
yeah, oh,
Except
absolutely.
for, the
Sure.
water issues.
Well,
Important
you'd be surprised. Oh, I know. So we have that going for us, and that discount does stay on there for 9 years. It will decrease every year. However, in the beginning, I mean, it's huge. We give you a discount for having smoke alarm, fire extinguisher, deadbolt locks, obviously, you know those reasons. Like I said, the 25% discount if you have your auto with us, and your claims-free discount, the longer you're with us, absolutely. But Sue had mentioned, and I think that I went into this in our referrals group with the business out of the home.
Right.
Yes, I'm interested in that.
Yeah, so many people don't realize that it's not automatically covered.
Right.
I just spoke with a gentleman who was not a client of mine, and he had lightning strike his pole barn. And he has a sign company, and he had some of his items damaged, and he was talking to me about it. How could that not be covered? And I said, do a review with your agent. I always go back to that. Do a review
And
with your agent.
Valpo drainage is not covered.
The
either.
drainage, and people don't know that. That
They
is
don't know
pertaining
that.
to your sump pump in your basement.
know that.
With our
Okay.
well, oh my goodness, I think it was probably 2008 or 9. I swear to you, I think every home in Valpo got water in their basement because it was, I forget, what did they call it? The
100-year
flood.
But, so the ARPA funds, that is one thing is for infrastructure, and they are looking heavily at doing the water and drainage. So that's
Yeah.
another good thing to look up and thank people for.
It's-
That's
and
coming
it's
into
so
our country.
Good. Well, and the endorsement is so inexpensive and it's so worth it.
Oh, so the endorsement would help with if the water got in your
Oh,
basement?
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it's not flood insurance. Flood insurance is different. Flood, if it comes from the outside walls in. So if you have a crack in your foundation, if it came through the window wells, that's flood insurance. That's totally separate. But with the drainage system endorsement, if your sump pump fails, and it's not even, I mean, even if it just, if it stops working,
Yeah, ours just did.
if it
Ours
just
one
stops.
Mhm.
A lot of people think it's only in the event of a storm, if the power is out. If your sump pump stops working and your basement gets water in it, and I mean, that's huge for people that have the finished basements, or even if you're
Yeah.
storing stuff down there.
Right.
You have your furnace down there. Yeah, we've paid out quite a bit.
That's helpful. I was also going to mention another thing with insurance. Is I don't know if it's called scheduling. So you only have certain limits, and
Yes.
I had said one of the things that was something in my life with our family was jewelry.
Yes.
So I have a couple pieces of jewelry, and it's only if it's stolen, not if you lose it. So you have to schedule a few of those important pieces, correct?
100%. So
That's a
with
smart
that,
thing.
that's an inland. It's called. You're talking about an inland marine policy. Are you passing notes?
I think we're okay.
That's an. I'm glad you brought that up because that is again part of our review. It's your inland marine policy. So jewelry is covered for the perils, only the perils that are covered on your homeowner's policy, and there's a $1,000 limit on theft. So if the item is stolen, you have a $1,000 limit on theft. The one major thing that people don't understand is that if you lose it, it's not covered because that's not a peril under your homeowner's policy.
So you can schedule those items, and if they're
Schedule them.
stolen or lost,
Yes.
then, so that's a smart thing, because somebody had questioned me about doing that,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking, well, why wouldn't I, so.
Well, and there are two important also aspects of having that inland marine. First of all, if you have a loss, it does not affect your homeowner's rate. If somebody stole an item of yours, you have a theft loss, you're looking at a surcharge on your homeowner's premium of 20 to 30%, depending on the company. If you have a loss on that inland marine policy, it does not affect your homeowner's premium whatsoever. That's the first thing. The second thing is you can choose a $0 deductible on the inland marine policy.
And what you're saying, inland?
Inland marine. I know
What is
it's
that term?
it's a term that
Just came up
London
somewhere?
came up with.
Okay.
Started in the Pilgrim's Days.
It's it, and it's funny because so many people think inland marine. They think, oh, it's a boat.
Yeah, I don't have a boat.
Okay.
No, but I don't know.
So we have Karen saying, don't forget to mention you are licensed, and tell us the other state you're licensed in.
Karen, that's my twin.
Okay.
I'm sure. I think that's the
Don't
Karen.
tell that.
So I am licensed in Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, and Nevada.
Very
And
good.
everybody says, why Nevada? My family's out there.
There you go.
So I'm able to
So
write.
wave to everybody. Tell us your phone number. How do people get a hold of you? Or is that the way we get a hold of you nowadays?
Absolutely. You can,
Yes.
well, you can call us on the phone. You can go online. We can stop in. We love visitors.
Okay.
Phone number is 219-464-3493. And then, like I said, the address is 403 Lincoln
Do
Way.
you have a sign on Lincoln Way?
Yes, we have a big light up sign, and you're gonna know my building because it's a white building with a red door, bright red door. I had to have that bright red door.
Is that the
I know
color of
which-
shelter?
Shelter's colors are red, white, and blue.
Perfect.
I know
Yep.
which building it is now.